Hey, what's up, guys? This is Juniors here, and this is Empire's Undergrowth. As you can see, we have a story, free play, and other modes. Today, we'll be doing Critters, just because that was the first level. I have played this before, but it hasn't been a while, but I stalled playing this for about a month because I was planning on getting the PC I have now. As you can see, I actually am able to run this. Let's bring that game up a little bit. I don't have to be at like here where everything looks horrible. I can actually be at epic quality. Wow, it's so nice to actually run at 60 FPS rather than 8 to 16. But anyway, there is a story, and I will do that later. There's also free play, which is basically endless. There's AIs, you can have anything. Catapart, I'll show that off a few videos in. First, I want to get through all of these. So there's Critters, the Nest, Holdout, Surrounded, and the Crucible. Now, Critters is the very first level that Slug Disco ever had. And you can go back and look at their development page. Slug Disco is the team that made Empire's Undergrowth. They also made Beatles Uprising, and they're helping make Beatles Uprising. And another game that I can't quite remember. But also this is early access, version 0.22112. And as you can see here, they did say that you can now play against AI colonies in free play. But that was 0.22. They have added the ability to save in 1122. It was originally 0.22002, I think. And there was a third 2 in there somewhere. But if you read this, you can have teams, and the AI is basic right now. It's not perfect under any circumstances. And they also... Oh, well, it will be improved over time, but they can be set to cheat to make up for the ability that they're not that great. The free play menu has had an overhaul, so yes, as I already showed you, this is the overhaul where it's all nice and in little tabs. It was originally just one big tab. It was very, very clunky. But I do have a few games that I haven't really done much with. I haven't really gotten that far. I do want to start doing this now because I can actually, well, as I said, I can actually start running this. But anyway, let's get right into Critters. Oh yes, that load time. Oh, it's so good. Alright, let me show you something. So, worker ants form a rect. They are 20 food to place, 2 food to hatch. That T in the top is for quick. Almost like if I press T, it's like the quick slots. Now, what I like to do is dig here. Green represents food. So all this is kind of free food. All that is free food. There's no enemies, because that is an enemy. That is a lot of enemies. That is some enemies. That is some enemies. Some enemies. Some enemies. Some enemies. And big enemies. As you can see, the exclamation is slightly larger. So there's a big enemy there. And 3 big enemies there. I think, I'm not certain, but yeah, I think that's yeah, there's three big ones, and then just a bunch of little ones over here. And then, yeah, see, now they're collecting the food, 60 out of 70 total. So the queen can hold 70. You can build more storage. Allows the colony to store up to 10 food on this tile. For that shortcut, you can also bind the keys for your liking. There's subtitles as well. And realistic mode just gets rid of all the stuff, so it makes it a tad bit realistic. And our food stores are full, so what I like to do is this. Dig here, dig here. These are all caverns. Now, the best tile is at 19, because it's hexagon? I think, yeah, these are hexagons. So, you always want to have, like, at the entrances and exits to your colonies, you want to have speed tiles, because, as you can see here, you can upgrade. Now, let me show you how this works. Let me put a little bit of workers in here. Dig that out. Put down a few worker tiles. They have to do this. They prioritize digging for everything else. So one will build that, one will build that, they'll build that. And then they take eggs from the queen. You can't actually physically see her poop it out, but she does. And then they take it over. Now it costs 2 food to hatch. This is very important, because you always have to have food in reserve, else your colony could just be kaput instantly. At any time, it could just go kaput, and that'd be it. Colony over. But you can be smart about it and always leave some stored. Like, let's say they didn't collect it, and they put an egg down. They'll still put eggs down, just like now. But they would never actually hatch. That ant would not hatch. But since I have at least 2 food, that ant will hatch. And you can see it grow. It'll turn yellow, pupating, and then up, -2. Now, you can also turn on health bars and see what are workers and what are soldiers, which are still determined by the logos there. And, oh yes, and I forgot to mention, soldiers are 50 food to place, 5 food to hatch. It was originally 5 food to hatch a worker, but since it's 20 food to place, they decided, well, it seems nicer if it's 2 food to place, no, to hatch. Please, I can speak. Alright, let's get these guys up here. Now, food tiles. Watch my food very closely. So I'm at 70 right now. And then we build those. Each one is 10. So now I'm at 120. Now, if I just spam out a bunch, do that. Then, get a soldier. So you can see what these look like. Now I'm going to dig out the rest of these. I've played this many times, as you can tell. But it's been a little bit, so I'm not entirely sure on everything's placement. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because this is a nice little tunnel here, which obviously originally you would have just gone like that. But I like to do this so I can have an open area to fight them in. As by the time I do fight this, I don't want to have 2 or 3 ants fighting in a little tiny space. I want to have as many ants surrounding them, because they can only attack in one front. Now, there is a bug that can spray, which are those big bugs over here. These 3 and this one are big bugs. They can spray. Oh, our worker has our soldier has hatched. Sorry, didn't notice that. Let me find him. Yeah, you can slightly tell because workers are red and black ant is black. And so he's our main attack force. He can still pick up food, which is important. Now, I'll show you what the first enemy looks like. I won't spoil the name. No, the name doesn't come up here. So, I might just spoil it once we see him. But, okay, let me explain this. So 6. See? This is 5 out of 6. Because tile here, tile here, tile here, tile here, tile here. Not tile here. Now, if I had broke this, placed down a speed tile, it would count. But if you place just a tile, any of these tiles, next to a food tile, it will not count as a space. It will think it's still empty, which I don't quite understand, but oh well, it's a game mechanic, so I just roll with it. But upgrading workers makes them do things faster, also makes them bigger. So let's see if we can fight that 3. See how big he is compared to the other ants? He's also much faster. He's faster in general. He digs faster. Like for instance, if I was to get let's already done. Instead of just in like, yeah, see, it's like 2 times faster. I don't know the exact stats on it, but it's a lot faster. Now, I'm only doing this because there's this down here, which, yeah, now you can double tap you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pheromone groups. Should I explain this first? This is the nest group. Any ant in here will do the eggs, such as it says. They'll do digging, they'll collect food, and they care for the brood. And it's always a good idea to leave ants in here, because you need ants to carry around eggs for when other ants are dying. Now, I can upgrade speed tiles, obviously just get speed here. Food tiles, you can hold buttload food. So I'm at 310 right now, 340. So each level 2 upgrade is 30. Now, level 3 upgrade is 50, I think. Let me test this. So 970 up to 60? Yeah, 60. So let me just do that. Wait, I know it might seem dumb to just absolutely hammer down a bunch of random upgrades, but this map in general just has so much food on it, and I'm not really concerned because these things here are not that much of a threat. No, I do just quite remember. Well, let's turn their food gathering off, so I can turn off so they don't gather that and just attack. Helps out a lot. Now, with the nursery, you usually want to turn off both, so they can just be laying down eggs. Like, see, if I can catch one in action, he's grabbing an egg. There we go. She's grabbing an egg, sorry, but all females. I keep forgetting that. Now, she has to put that egg down, because that one died. And as soon as they die, they will hatch from here. or wherever you have your current nest. But you can upgrade them, which just makes them more powerful and also bigger. At level 3 they do attack faster, and yeah, that's basically all there is to that. Alright, let's turn that back on. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Let's do that. I might put something in there, but I might just leave it. Either way, I'll do that. But I don't know if there's anything else really to say about that. They do... Level 3 is just... They're just superior. Absolute tanks. They can take down a Devil's Coat Torso, which is these little guys that you saw. In just one can take down. Take him down. Now let's get rid of that so they can just collect all this food. Now I like to make these nice for some reason. I don't quite have a solid reason for it. I just do because I can. Now the reason I build like this in a chamber of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 is 19 of 19. Yes, 19. The reason I do that is because it's the most efficient. Now you could expand it out one more, make it even more efficient, but I don't really see a point in doing that, especially on this level. There's no point. Unless you're just really big, unless you can just take it. No, you need it. But this is the most efficient because these ones will affect this one. These ones will affect these ones, and then vice versa. As I upgrade them, this will give a denoted 2. See, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little 2 there instead of a 1. Only because those give 1. Now a wall gives 1, but a leveled up one gives 2. Now level 3 gives 3. This is the single most efficient way. Don't like just dig out some random chamber. Always try to build hexagonally. It's the most efficient way. You might not get as many ants now, but you'll be able to upgrade as many possible ants. You always want to at least try to dig out hexagon. You could, of course, build a 7, which is like what the queen has, just a 7, and then expand upon that, and then expand upon that, and expand upon that. That'd be an easy way to do it. Yeah. Speaking of, it's kind of difficult. 2:30 in the morning. Sorry, I have to look at my phone for that. Okay. Let's have them collect all that food. So just no, he's gonna die. He's not. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, that's it. That's all for them. That's all the food there. Let's have them collect the rest of this food. Now, I could have all of the things on, but it is taxing on the CPU, as I found with my sucky computer. Which is why I like to just have all of them off. Just because I feel it looks nicer. I will sometimes turn this one on if I need to know what I'm dealing with. But other than that, I might have the one that shows the food, so I can tell if I've gotten all the food in that area. See, I can barely see that food without it. But if I turn it on, I can tell that there's food. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all 7 of these should hold together. Just grab. Really easy grab. Oh, 8. No, there was 7. One was just late to the party. Now, I'm not gonna need those. So I can dismiss that group, put it back in there, and they'll help around with the nest. Now this is done, so I can bring them over here. Do this out. Workers will immediately rush, no matter how far away, to the dip. So you don't need to bring workers to it. In order for them to do. But you could do this probably with just workers, but it would be very difficult. This is probably the single easiest level in the game. Just because it has so much food. The only thing that trips you up is that you saw it was almost like free food, but it opened up this. That's the only thing I think I've ever seen has killed people, or they were dumb and didn't build the fans, or someone that turned off the attack and then forgot to turn it back on and they died because they ran out of food. I'm looking at you, Baron. Or Baron on Games. He might have done that. No. What he did, he left that tunnel that was here, sent them down one at a time. They all went down here one at a time. Well, all of these were here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all 14 of them. And like 4 of them attacked at once. That's all it takes to kill level 1. And that's all you could have at the time he played it. So it wasn't very pretty, to say the least. Now, let's bring these down here, so they can come and deal with this guy. Yeah, see, they basically just collected all of that food. No one's gonna flip that? Thank you. Alright. What we got? It's the last piece. I do love that you can see every single little bit. Like if I take that off, you can see every single little bit. So it's meshed into each other. Every single little bit. It's just visible. It's really cool when you get like a really big food store and then have like all Devil's Coach horse carcasses in there, or all nuts, or other things. So there's so many things to this game, which I will get to. I will eventually get to. Now let's come over here, duke this out. Workers are not very powerful. Yeah, he's dead. Wow, that was just all level 3s. They attack super fast. I feel like I could do this a lot faster, but I also want to kind of explain this. Probably the best level to be explained. No, I think it's actually a decent level to be explaining all this. Now because I'll just, I know they do walk slower, that is one thing I forgot to mention. Ants that walk over these are much slower. If you an ant walk over time, they will be much slower. But I'm not really concerned about that. Speed is not going to be essence in this level. Lot of food stores. Yeah, you see how fast he gets that done? I think that's all the food? Yep, that's all the food. Now let's take all this out. I don't think I can take that. I don't want to injure that guy just yet. Let's bring the soldiers down. I nearly forgot about that. God, it's 2:30. Yeah, it's 2:31 as of recording this. I wanted to wait until everyone was asleep to do it, so I couldn't be interrupted. Wow. Jeez, it's just. I'm still just so in shock over the good frames, all the good frames, so many good damn frames. Like, so that's okay. Just because I can. Now see, because that one's there, I can do that now. That was only I was only able to do that one because that gave a +2. Hopefully I gave enough explanation of all that. Alright. Let's take not yet. Let's wait till everyone's back from giving out food. That's almost it. Oh, he had to go there, put down a tiny bit of the food, then I had to go there. That tower must have been no. Yeah, no, there's nothing even on it. Wait. Maybe the track. Yeah, I just got confused. I should have mentioned this way early. Only 2 orc ants can dig out a tile. Now here is the big boy. That's his acid spit. It does, yeah, see, it kills, well, it damages them over time, but level 3. Black ants, now he's worth 100 food, so that's 3 of them. I hope you can do simple math, otherwise I am kind of sorry for you. And your children, and maybe your children's children. I'm just sorry for you in general. That's super simple math. Alright, let's pull these back. Let's do like 10. Like 2 and watch this. Yes, I do have a little sister. If you had gone to my feed. No one knows that on my Twitch. On the Twitch stream. But, yeah. I do have a little sister. I have a few. My cousin's here right now, but he's sleeping. I had to wait till I was able to record without disturbing him. I can see him, so technically I'm disturbing him, but I don't think it's that much of an issue to him. There's those 3. Let's see. Oh. I wasn't able to get it on camera. Let's move that. just love the ants. It's so nice. There's right there. Yeah, see? It even has a different texture from the larvae. These are the larvae. Those were adults. These are adults. Sometimes workers will linger for some stupid reason. Maybe just looking for food. Like a researching for food thing. Alright, now let's come over here. Great, we gotta walk through all this. Let's go. No, let's go here. Dig that up. All 19. We have 1,300 food. Are we? No. Got there last time. Y'all got that last time. Maybe it's because of this. Will it be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40? Yeah, definitely. Or maybe I lost more ants. Alright, let's, yeah, there's a lot of food down here, which, yeah, let's send them down there to get them. Let's see how fast I deal with these. Yeah, reducing all of this is first on the desk. And now it's the desk. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Alpha levels just end. They don't give you the option to continue or not. But yeah, that was yeah, I forgot. What was it called? Critters. That was Critters. Man, I really need to go take a nap. But so yeah, a 6 hour, 6-7 hour nap. But yeah, that was Critters. Probably still one of the funner levels, I have to say. But more on the easy, relaxed side. There's definitely some modes and levels where it's just insane and you gotta be on the point. And there's also difficulty if I go to the extra levels, which is like a monthly thing. So there's about February. I don't think there's one for each month. They just happen to add one maybe every other month. This is the spider thing. I'll just click on it now, and there's the leaf cutters. Now, this is Hungry Spider. Christmas level. I won't show off any more than what I already have. Only because I want to save this for a video in of itself. Now, it might be gone by then. So, I might record some of it while it's here. But anyway, yeah, that's the Hungry Spider level. Just a little project by the creator. I'll link this Discord, and they have a little update page. So, yeah, this was a quick look at Emperor's Undergrowth. I'll definitely be doing more of this just because I love this game. But thank you for joining me. Have a great night, or day, or whatever time zone you're in.